This playthrough is rated E10+.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another retro gameplay of Golden Axe 2. Last time we played on normal difficulty, full life, and still died at the last boss. We've got to beat this thing, so we're gonna just cheese out with some easy and full life. There we go. That's not gonna hit my player credit all. All right, let's keep playing as Gilius because why not? He's the main reference of the game. So this one might go a bit quicker now that we're playing easy mode, which just means the guys have less life now. So yeah, see, I killed him in one shot or one combo go. So, but we already know how the game plays out. So as far as I know, even being on easy mode, the story still plays, right? I hope so. That'd be kind of annoying if I played through the whole thing and then the story didn't actually happen. Ah, yeah. Don't hit the old man. Leave the old man alone. He's old. He's too old. He can't do anything. He's old. Okay. Ah. I'm getting hit just as much. Hopefully I don't like what's the word? I don't stop paying attention to the game. You know, like sometimes when you play something on easy mode, you don't try as hard, so and you might actually end up doing just as bad if you're not paying attention. Ah. There we go. And that's killing them in one hit. Usually, I think before it took like 2 hits. So yeah, we'll stream roll through this game this time. But like I said, I already got to the end. I think I could have beaten the final boss if I'd been a bit more tactical in some levels. You know what I mean? Man, I guess the bosses are just as nasty. I guess since we're at the boss, I can use a couple of things with magic, I guess. Get some extra damage in there before he hits me. Oh, wow, that was a lot faster. Alright, let's take out the wizards. Hey, don't steal my magic. My magic! Gimme! I think they stay around a bit longer on easy mode, like, or maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, okay, yeah, the story still goes on. That's good. I wasn't sure. I've noticed there's a little less story than the previous game, like, because I think at the beginning of the game, in the first game, there was a bit of a conversation about trying to save the day, and then obviously the conversations in between the map transitions. This time around, I think they only have the conversations during the map transitions, and that's it. Not that that's a big deal. I'm just kind of one of those things you just kind of notice, really. There we go. Chicken Lake seemed to be a bit odder to use this time around, just because of his swapping his tail back and forth. But anyway, what was I gonna say? I was just gonna talk about the game in general. Like, it's weirdly almost, I don't know, I'd say almost the game's almost harder than the first game, but not quite. Like yeah, Death Gold beat me, but I felt like he wasn't as bad as Deathbringer from the previous game, so I don't know. Maybe, then again, I only got to the beginning of the fight, so I don't know how bad he was going to be, but I don't know, I had a feeling that he wasn't as bad, even on normal mode. I felt like if I had done hard mode, it would have been just like the difficulty of the previous game, you know? Like I said, I have no clear proof on that, but it's just a weird feeling. I bet the third game's going to be even easier. I've noticed that in a lot of game series, that the first in the series is always the hardest, maybe because they haven't been able to figure out like the like certain patterns, skills, codes, and stuff like that. They haven't gotten official feedback on their game. I mean, they still get, I mean, people usually get feedback on their game, but it's not as extensive. It's different from having beta testers play it in an actual full audience with a full game finished. But yeah, I've noticed most, we'll go with double magic. But, come on, man. Hopefully I don't, oh no, I might actually lose my life in this run too, because I think when I played before, like I lost my first life at the this boss, the second stage, so I'm trying to see if I can... Alright. Might have to resort to jump slicing for now, just to try to keep my continues life and all that going on. There you go, doing a little better. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Ah, nuts. Come on. Yeah, we beat him without dying. Alright, we're already doing a little bit better than the normal playthrough. Not by much though, I'll admit. Yeah. I'm easily gonna die in the next section, that's for sure. Oh well. But so I don't know if I talked much about the game or anything like that, but so far I like the second game. Obviously it does like a lot of similar stuff, you know, because I mean I think this game only came out like a year or two after the previous one, so, and obviously I don't think this sequel got a arcade port, or was based off an arcade port. I think this is unique to the consoles, if I remember correctly, because I know the very first game was based off an arcade game, which they made into a console, but I think this one was just made to be made. I'll have to look it up. I'll admit I don't really do much research on these games before I play. I kind of just find them and then go, hey, that seems like it'd be fun, you know, that type of thing. That's how I usually figure out a lot of my gameplay games I want to record. It's just like, oh, here's something I have, or oh right, let's see if we can get them to fall off. Oh no! Okay, good. I thought he was gonna like, well, I'm gonna die either way, but. Ah, come on, man. Yeah, I didn't play that as smart as I could have. Oh well. I still killed them pretty easily, but still. Oh right, I was trying to get them killed. Oh man. Come on down! Woo! Yeah, I bet the game designers knew what they were doing when they made them tracking like that, just to see if players were paying attention, you know. They had to have, you know. I don't know, it feels, it just feels like it's too easy for, I mean, they could not have realized it, but, I don't know, I want to give the programmers the benefit of the doubt in this situation. A lot of these old games were kind of based around exploiting, old, like the features of the game to beat it faster and more efficiently. You can't really do that as much as most modern games, really. Not that I've really noticed, anyway. Then again, I'll admit it's kind of weird for me to say, but I don't play as many modern games as I used to, or at least, what's the word? I don't play. Maybe the wording I want to use is AAA titles. I don't play those as much because I don't. I used to like, you know. Well, maybe when I had a lot more money, but I used to. At least I used to play like all the new games every week. But then again, I did used to work at a game rental place when I was younger, so I was able to afford playing a lot of new games because I could just rent them from the store, and then before they came out, like right before they came out, because they always get opened anyway there. And I get a chance to play a lot of the new games, but modernly I can't really afford buying all these new games every time. That's usually why we'll rent games a lot, because from just like online stores and stuff like that or whatever, just to be able to play them without like shelling out, you know, like $1,000 every year to play every new game, you know, or Steam sales, or your online game store of your choice. I prefer GOG. But that's just because I like the company that hosts GOG. Good old games, because they carry a lot of old retro stuff that Steam still doesn't carry, and I don't know, I just like their business ethics and what they're trying to do to get their get off me. What they try to do for their player base and stuff like that. It's the same people who did Witcher 3, which is a fantastic game. If you like an open world fantasy game with some pretty solid writing and not bad combat. I wouldn't say the combat's the greatest, but it's still pretty solid. But it is a very... I really enjoyed Witcher 3 quite a bit. Of course, it is a time sink. You'll definitely put quite a few hours into the game before it's over. But anyway, but yeah, I don't play as much. Well, maybe that's a lie saying I don't play as much. I don't get to play as consistently. You know, when you get older, you have a day job and all this other stuff that you have to pay attention to. You don't get as much free time when you're older. When you're a kid, you get all the time in the world. At least it feels like that anyway. But now, nope. Oh well. I mean, I make time when I can, but because I don't have much responsibility outside of that. But, well, at least important responsibility anyway. Man, I am not. I guess I'm doing better, but I don't know. I feel like I'm not doing better by much, though. Aw, come on, man. Alright, sorry. I'm trying to... Ah! You got me! You got the dwarf! I just keep jumping back and forth and slicing them until they die. I thought this was supposed to be easy mode, dudes. But, I think I was talking about liking the game so far. Like, overall, I think it's a pretty solid sequel to... At least based on old school concepts of, like, sequels and stuff like that. Although most sequels back in the day, I think, were pretty similar to their original counterpart with some minor... either, like, different levels or maybe some alterations to animations or maybe different music. You know, although funny enough, sequels are still treated like that to this day, where, you know, don't change a whole lot, just to... If it works, don't fix. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. Type of mentality. But that's especially egregious in the AAA industry. Not to knock them too much, although their tactics recently, just most of them, have made it really hard to support most of your modern games, just because of the mentality of it. Obviously, I don't want to use this game as a crutch to talk about modern games, because, you know, a guy playing a retro game complaining about newer games these days, you know, who's never heard that before on the internet, you know? But, looks like we're getting more. Luckily, I think the last time I used magic on them to knock them out, but if you, obviously, if you, you can take out their little guys before they come after you. But, I don't know, it seems like just to save your life, or save a life, uses jumping and striking seem to be the most effective thing in this game. Alright, what's that? Alright, let's see if I can take these guys out without too much trouble. Actually, I might be able to just get them as is. That's... Nah, they turn around on me. Might be able to just do this, actually, the whole time. I wonder if it'll work. Ah, well, almost. Oh, well, it is easy mode, so, yeah, I killed them faster than I thought I would. More bats and more wizards. Wizard did it. Alright. Alright. These guys are fun. I think this is, because of the fact that I don't have to worry about as much life, I think this is running a lot smoother than the normal run. I do hate the fact that, you know, if I want to show myself beating this, I have to put on easy mode. But I gave all my effort in the, well, I don't know, I gave all my effort, but I gave most of my effort in the first playthrough of the game. And it's a retro game. I mean, most people online who have emulators use save states nowadays anyway. And yeah, I'm one of those people that, yeah, I like the difficulty of old games, but I'm not. It's not a case that I miss it that much. You know how, like, a lot of people are like, oh, games are too easy. And I'm like, well, that's true, but a lot of games do have difficulty sliders now, so you can tail the experience to however you want. And the fact that old school games were meant to be hard because they were based off an arcade-style mentality, which is, let's take your quarters. So, you know, it didn't come from a place of love. It didn't come from a place of challenge. It was like, hey, kids, we need all your money. You know, that's why gaming hasn't changed that much. You know what I mean? Like, people say gaming is better than games. Like, I don't know. A lot of similar tactics kind of were around at the same time. You know? Just a different form or fashion. So just kind of giving you all the heads up on how that is. You know, you can look it up too. I mean, it's not like it's that hard to look up old school like design and what the idea of how gaming was supposed to be made. No, I'm not saying all big game companies do you know, trying to make it hard for hard's sake or trying to get all your money, because there are still solid game companies out there that, you know, that want to make an experience or something. But you know, we can't ignore the obvious, you know, in this case. If I keep him there, because last time I played, I immediately lost him. I think like right after the fact, so I had to fight these guys normally. There we go. Lasts a little bit longer. Ah, nuts. Oh well. Can't win them all. But I don't know. That's why I'm kind of conflicted on how I feel that this game's harder or easier. Because in the first game, I would almost keep the riding creatures a lot longer, I felt. Or maybe I'm just being a bit lax on my gameplay. I don't know. Ow. I haven't had to continue yet, so that's pretty solid. All right, let's just use all the magic. I probably should have just charged it up to 3 and gotten a lot more damage, but there we go. All right. Ah, come on, man. There we go. Gotta get him before he swings that sword. Haha. But yeah, I'm interested to see what 3's like. I played 3 like a long time ago. Like it might have been even on this collection, but I'm not as familiar with that one. And the arcade version, the 2 arcade versions. Although I could probably find a pretty decent emulator to play the old arcade version of Golden Axe. That's the one thing I'm glad about. Like I said, I talked on a previous episode how I liked paying for my stuff, but sometimes just some things are just, well, not forgotten the time, but some things just can't be paid for legally anymore. Oh, do I have to play normal mode to get the true ending? Great. The harder mode's got... So do I have to play it on hard mode to get the best ending? Huh. Well then. If that's the case, I think it might be a good time to, Hey, actually we did pretty decently, but yeah, we just beat it. Huh. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is, next episode, I'm gonna play normal mode, but I don't gotta do that. I was gonna try to do it through a one-time go and get it, but I think this time what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut to maybe halfway through on normal mode so I can get to Death Gold on my own. And well, at least this episode proves I can play it on easy mode. So there you go. So yeah, we'll have to. I think we can just do normal and still get the good ending. I don't think we have to play hard difficulty. I hope not, anyway. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to save spam every level just to get to it. So, all right. Well, this feels like a jump back episode to me because in the first one I played normal, almost got to the end, and then I played easy, thinking I could just get to the end that way. But I should have realized that playing easy would not get me the end because that's how old arcade games were like. So, in the next episode of Golden Axe 2, which obviously I'm going to play it again so I can actually beat it. I'm going to play normal mode, but I'm going to start the video about maybe halfway through with decent lives and everything, or most of my continues, so that way we can actually see the end of the game. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.